Congratulations, SESP class of 2020. We're incredibly proud of you, and we can't wait to hear about your future successes.
To the 2020 MSHE and SESP graduates, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Hello, I miss seeing you all and hope that you're taking good care of yourselves today and always. I wish you all the best as you begin this new chapter in your lives. Please stay in touch and always reach out if you need anything. Go Cats!
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I once heard a commencement speaker say that in SESP you get a degree in changing the world. But I actually think that in SESP you learn how to change a world, like an organization or a classroom. All those worlds are going to be different now, and we're all going to have to adapt and change, but that is exactly what Northwestern has prepared you to do. So go out there and be awesome and do amazing things. We all believe in you, and congratulations again to the class of 2020.
To our SESP graduates, we say good luck in all your future endeavors, whatever they might be.
Congratulations, SESP graduates.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We honor you, we honor your families and your histories, and we are behind you. We need your critical minds and your hearts and your imaginations now more than ever. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm wishing you well and looking forward to hearing about all the great things you go on to do.
On behalf of the MSLUC department, congratulations to the class of 2020.
Felicitación.
Gratulatio.
Parabéns.
Felicidades.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Congratulations.
And may you carry forward the SESP love.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations.
Go get 'em, Wildcats.
Congratulations, SESP 2020 graduates. Many of you followed different paths to get to where you are today. Continue to be yourselves and to follow your dreams and aspirations to make a difference. And our world will be a better place because of you. Congratulations.
Congrats, class of 2020. I can't wait to live in the world that you're going to help create.
Hey SESP, just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. And although we have to be socially distanced right now, it does not mean we need to be socially isolated. So keep in touch. Keep in touch with your peers, with the broader community, and let me know personally how you're doing. Sending you love.
SESP love!
Congratulations, SESP graduates of 2020. We're so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do in the world.
To 2020 graduates, you got this.
Hey SESP grads, congratulations. And while this is the most unusual commencement ceremony ever, we hope you're finding a way to mark this moment and make it special with you and your family.
Congratulations, class of 2020 graduates.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We're missing you already. Good luck out there, and don't forget to take care of yourselves and each other.
Greetings, SESP class of 2020. This is Cheryl Judice, practicum instructor, wishing you all the best as you begin your post-college lives.
Congratulations, Masters in Teacher Leadership. So proud of you. It was a pleasure having you in class, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors.
Woohoo! Congratulations, SESP grads from Nancy Rodering. Go out there and get them.
Happy graduation, SESP class of 2020. One thing is for sure, none of us will ever forget you. You are the students who finished college in the midst of a global pandemic, and that is amazing. I hope that even as you hold on to feelings of sadness and grief and fear, I hope you also find plenty of time to hold on to your memories, your accomplishments, and the fact that you did it. Congratulations to each and every one of you. We're so proud.
Hi students,
Here are some words of wisdom as you graduate. As you go through life, make this your goal. Keep your eyes on the donut, not on the hole. Congratulations. Love you, SESP graduates of 2020. Bye.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I can't wait to celebrate with you in person.
Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you. I have been changed for good.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Sending out so much SESP love to you.
SESP graduating class of 2020. Let's take a moment, whether you're in Chicago or Shanghai, your kitchen, or on your back porch, to recognize the incredible accomplishment that this day represents. Please also join me in saluting all of your supporters, parents and step-parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, and chosen family members for everything they have done to help you get to the place you are today. My youngest daughter, Elizabeth, graduated, remotely of course, from college this past Monday. Like you, she spent her final quarter on Zoom, separated from friends, unable to participate in so many of the rites of passage that accompany one's final months in a degree program, unable to mark the occasion with her favorite professors in person. Her joy at graduating comes with a yearning for something that she very reasonably expected but can't quite come true. I suspect that many of you feel the same way. I know I do, because of her and because of you. You might wonder what I told my daughter when I learned that her commencement was going to be virtual. Drawing upon all of my deanly wisdom, I told her, "Man, that sucks." While I felt a special sense of loss because we couldn't be physically together to mark this milestone, including continuing my tradition of toasting the graduating seniors at Farmhouse Restaurant last weekend, today I feel immense gratitude to be back together with you, even if virtually. As graduates of the most distinctive class in Northwestern and American modern history, you're living in a world that's different from what you knew just several months ago. Overnight, the ground seemed to shift underneath us all. Remember how shocked and saddened we were when Dance Marathon was canceled? From there, stores and hair salons, libraries, restaurants, movie theaters, and fitness centers all closed. Schools and universities took drastic safety measures by switching to remote learning, and you scattered across the globe and sheltered in place. This pandemic has affected us in so many ways, and the burden of the pandemic has not been borne equally. It is shining a light on the fundamental inequalities in American society that I and many of my colleagues have devoted our professional lives to documenting and combating. But the unequal effects of this pandemic for low-income Americans, especially those in communities of color, have been even more extreme than many scholars expected. Some among us may feel as if they've lost everything. Heap that on top of the trials of systemic racism and its attendant violence and oppression faced by Black Americans, and the suffering for some has become truly unbearable. We stand with those who have experienced great loss and those who suffer from bigotry and persecution, and we remain committed to shining a light on the ways we must address inequalities within our communities, our nation, and the world. Anyone who's heard me speak before knows that I love to find meaning in music, and these days I find myself thinking often of a song from Bob Dylan's brilliant album from the time when I was just starting my own career, Time Out of Mind. There's not even room enough to be anywhere. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. Time Out of Mind is an unrelentingly dark album, penned at a time when its author was at its lowest point. But listen closely and you realize the deeper wisdom of this album. In the words of music journalist Grayson Haber-Curran, everything won't be all right, but desolation can be its own unlikely source of triumph. From that desolation came Bob Dylan's mighty second act, His work in Time Out of Mind and the albums that followed played a major role in earning him the Nobel Prize for Literature, the first and only songwriter to ever win that honor. But let's not lose sight of what this day is about. This is your day. It's a day to reflect upon and celebrate a major milestone in your life, a day you will never forget. We have very few moments in our lives that allow us to pause and celebrate something remarkable. It's enormously important right now to take that moment and to think about your exceptional accomplishments and what you truly value. You, the class of 2020, have been preparing to shine in a moment such as this since you marched through that arch. And now, more than ever, we need what you bring to this world. At SESP, you know we believe nothing thrives in isolation. Visibly or invisibly, everything connects. This moment in time demands these types of extraordinary people who see those connections across boardrooms and courtrooms and classrooms, people who create solutions to help the struggling. We need leaders, people who understand evidence, understand what communities need, how people can prosper, how individuals can do much more together than they could ever do on their own, how organizations function, how policy works, and even more important, how policy improves. What we need most in our world right now is you, a group of extraordinary practitioners and scholars who will lead us toward connectivity. Of course, you don't have all the answers right now. No one expects you to. What matters is that you find your inner compass and follow it day by day. Take stock of the direction you want to move. Take honest note of all the dead ends you'll inevitably hit. Know that institutions and societies and people traditionally change at a glacial pace, but that with care and compassion and analysis and persistence and humility, you will make a difference. But back to music. One of my favorite albums of all time, an album I consider one of the greatest treatises on learning ever composed, is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That album was one of maybe 5 in my lifetime. The first time I heard it, I listened from start to finish, and then immediately listened from start to finish again, because her lyrics resonated with me, often reflecting on the tough decisions people must make when balancing practicality with purpose. It's so important that I referenced it last year in my commencement speech, at a time when I could embrace you in celebration physically and not just metaphorically. Today, Lauryn Hill's words, urging us to change the way we think and act, to keep learning and growing and working to be our best selves, are more relevant than ever. We know everything isn't going according to plan right now, and of course, all is very far from well. But the lessons imparted by the song Everything is Everything still resonate. This song about injustice and struggle offers a glimpse of hope throughout its powerful chorus, as Ms. Hill reminds us that after winter must come spring, change it comes eventually. We are faced with the challenge to lift up communities hardest hit by this pandemic, to call out and heal the wounds caused by anti-Blackness, to work with schools to address the needs of students displaced from the classroom, and to change the way we operate within our own organizations. Change is undoubtedly on its way. It will continue to happen, but it's only possible through you, with you, and alongside others. We, the students, staff, faculty, and yes, alumni of SESP, are a family of change agents. I don't know how you'll change lives for the better, but I know you will. So I'll close exactly the same way Lauryn Hill closed the final track of her remarkable masterpiece. Deep in my heart, the answer, it was in me, and I made up my mind to define my own destiny. Congratulations, and until the day, and that day will absolutely come, when we can celebrate together in person, go off and do good things.
I want to thank my family for their relentless support, to the faculty and staff for always creating a safe place for us to learn, to Michelle for being my rock during the capstone process, and to my classmates for being such insightful, inclusive partners. Congratulations.
Professor Lee Shulman wrote, "The ultimate test of one's understanding rests on the ability to transform one's knowledge into teaching. Those who can do, those who understand, teach."
Hello, SESP class of 2020. Congratulations. And thank you, Dean Figlio, for this opportunity to speak to the glorious class of 2020. I congratulate you on this day of graduation for completing your course of study and for all of the achievements, the late nights, the struggles, the highs, the lows, all the triumphs that are represented by the diploma that you will receive from Northwestern University. I so looked forward to returning to campus, dropping by my old office in Annenberg, saying hi to old colleagues, and sharing thoughts and maybe a little bit of wisdom with you at Convocation this year. When I was asked to speak in the fall, of course I said yes, immediately, although I was very nervous about the task. It's daunting to determine what you should say to graduates on such a special day and turning point in their lives. Of course, in the fall, none of us expected the spring that we find ourselves in now. And although I could be relieved that I only have to speak for 2 to 3 minutes, it's even more daunting to think about what is important to share at this unprecedented time in our history and in our lives. My son is a high school senior, and all of the rites of passage that he probably didn't think too much about, but looked forward to nonetheless, have been transformed into approximations of what was previously conceived. I can tell he's disappointed. I can tell that he feels a little lost without a goalpost to mark the end of this stage of his young life. He is connecting with his college and having to think about dorms and classes without having had his senior prom or his last all-school assembly, without having sat amongst his friends, feeling the anticipation of walking across the stage in front of his family, and without having turned his tassel while looking in the eyes of his peers and feeling the bittersweetness of that iconic moment. So I want to acknowledge that today, a day of great joy, accomplishment, pride for your families and yourself, I hope, and maybe a day of relief. This day might also be a day met with some disappointment, some disorientation, and even feelings of loss. The COVID-19 pandemic has provided us with a shared experience of loss. The most terrible of losses is that of loved ones, and I share my condolences with all who have experienced the loss of a loved one or friend. And many have lost their livelihoods. And again, I want to acknowledge and recognize those whose families are dealing with these hardships right now. The most collective of losses is a loss of our normal way of life, how we move through this world, how we connect with one another, how we live our lives. We all share in this sense and realization that the world that we once knew has changed, perhaps irreparably. Irreparable change. Therein is the opportunity. Although we are still knee-deep in our response to COVID-19 in Chicago, under the fierce leadership of Mayor Lori E. Lightfoot, we've begun to think about what it means for the city to recover from this pandemic, how Chicago as a city moves forward from this devastating level of loss. But what we know is that we are not working to recover what we had before. We are not working to repair us back to the state we were in prior to COVID-19. And as you well know, the COVID-19 pandemic has shown us in stark relief the impact of historic inequities in terms of hardship, illness, and death on our communities, specifically our communities of color. The world has changed irreparably, and you are stepping out into this world that needs repair, but not repair that returns it to what it was, but repair that turns it into what it should be. You have an amazing opportunity to help us reimagine our policies, reinvent our schools, and remake a more just and equitable world. You have been prepared by Northwestern, by SESP, and by your parents and friends and your personal experiences to take the book and experiential knowledge that you have gained, combine it with your good old home training and your own values and passions, and bring all that makes you who you are to the challenge before us. Not to repair, not to recover, but to transform. Graduates, we need you now more than ever. I say that not in a pat or trite way. We need you now more than ever because you have fresh and new eyes and ideas that will help us avoid returning to business as usual and push us toward a new normal that centers those who were unjustifiably disadvantaged before COVID-19 ever entered the scene. I wish you well wherever your journey takes you. Hold on to this unconventional graduation as a rite of passage into a world that you will help to remake. Be well, and congratulations.
Hi, this is Congresswoman Robin Kelly. Congratulations on your graduation. It may not seem like it with all that is going on in the world, but your timing is perfect. COVID-19 has shown us that our nation desperately needs leaders with expertise in policy and education to help us combat, address, and prevent public health threats like this pandemic. As you graduate and go out into the world during one of the most transformational times in human history, I know we are sending you out as warriors, armed with secret weapons, your ideas, your drive, and your passion. It's your new and innovative ideas that will transform our nation and the world while building a future brighter than anyone in my generation would have imagined. You carry a great weight on your shoulders. It is your ideas that will save our nation and the world. We are relying on your thinking, your research, and your writings to reshape our communities, our schools, and our national policies. Make no mistake, we're living in a transformative era, but not because of viruses and globalization. We are living in a transformative age because of you, your ideas, and your passion. When the coronavirus is behind us, because we will get past this, our nation and the world will be eager for bold change. We know that old policies have failed us and must be replaced with new ones that completely reshape our healthcare, the workplace, our classrooms, and our criminal justice system for the better. Just as the plague transformed European society and led to the Renaissance, so will today's modern-day plague transform our world. The result of that transformation is, however, your responsibility. It is up to you to keep us on or put us back on the right path forward. To say it will be difficult and dangerous does not begin to describe the hard road ahead. But I have faith in you. I have faith that you can and will do it. Congratulations again, and remember these words from Emerson: never be pushed by your problems, but be led by your dreams. Do this, and I know that you will be the generation that not only reaches for the stars, but the generation that seizes them. Congratulations again.
Hey good people, Corey Winchester here, SESP class of 2010 and now class of 2020. I just wanted to thank two of my advisors, Dr. Shireen Vasufi and Dr. Megan Bang, for their work in getting me through the Master's Program in Learning Sciences. Thank you so much.
I want to thank the Novaks, Don and Michael, for preparing us to be excellent science teachers and doing so with so much curiosity and excitement and love.
Hi, I'm Megan Redfern. I work with the Human Development and Social Policy and Learning Sciences students here in SESP. Congrats, grads, what a day! You inspire me with all the hard work you've put into studying, researching, and designing, and I can't wait to see what you'll do next. I'll be cheering for you here in SESP. Have a good one.
Our world has definitely changed in the past few months, and we would have never imagined graduation 2020 to be virtual with physical distancing. And so we are sad on this momentous occasion. And yet there are some things that have not changed and that we do have control over. Two things I'd like to point out. First, you can remain a part of the MSHE community, a community with people that are bright, compassionate, and hold many diverse perspectives and experiences in leading and improving higher education administration and policy. There are certainly plenty of issues and problems to tackle in our universities, colleges, federal agencies, and other higher educational organizations today. Secondly, you can continue to be yourselves, to have steadfast faith in all that you will accomplish in your life's journeys. I know that I believe that each and every one of you will follow your dreams and aspirations to make a difference, and our world will be a better place because of you. Congratulations, MSHE 2020 graduates. My hat is off to you.
Hi, I'm Diane Konofsky, Associate Director for Student Affairs for MSLOC. SESP grads, you are the status quo busting, change leading, lifelong learning dynamos we need to change the future of learning and work. It is such an honor to know and learn and work with each of you. Congratulations and so much SESP love.
Hey everyone, I'm so proud of what the class of 2020 has accomplished, what you've accomplished. This is incredible to be celebrating with you today. Congratulations on this momentous occasion. We hope that you will keep in touch with us as we see the incredible things you're going to do in the world. The places you'll go, and we want to be there with you. So to the class of 2020, congratulations.
Hello, Kimberly Scott here, sending you my heartfelt best wishes. You all have worked incredibly hard, and I know you're prepared to lead us through change with the kindness, compassion, and creativity that is the hallmark of a SESP grad. But now it's time to celebrate. So, cheers!
So this is it. You're off and away. That mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Do good in the world and stay true to your heart. Trust in yourself as you do your part. Dream big dreams, for dreams do come true. Your dream became reality. That's why today is all about you. Congratulations.
So when I moved to the US and Chicago in 2017, I didn't know a single person here. I didn't have a single friend. And then I took this crazy decision to do my second master's, which landed me at Northwestern and at SESP. And 2.5 years later, time's just flown by, and here we are, already at graduation. I wish it was different and I could have met you in person, but just wanted to say that these 2.5 years have been so incredible. It's been the best decision I've taken in my life, and I've learned so much from all of you. I've grown so much as a person, and I've got so many friends. It's just, when I look back, I'm already missing it.
Today, I have the honor to present to you the winner of the Alumni Leadership Award for graduate students. The Alumni Leadership Award is an award given annually to a graduating undergraduate and graduate student. Students submit an application that is reviewed by a committee of SESP alumni. Each year, selecting a winner is extremely difficult as we have a number of outstanding applicants. I am pleased to present Sarah Crawford as the winner of the Graduate Alumni Leadership Award. Sarah graduated in March with a Master of Science in Education and Social Policy with a concentration in teacher leadership. Sarah is a national board certified teacher who teaches self-contained 4th grade and humanities for 6th through 8th grade students at the Jonathan Burr Elementary School in CPS. She received a Golden Apple Award for Excellence in Teaching in 2017. As part of the Golden Apple Seminar at Northwestern, she worked with 9 other award winners to develop a new teacher's toolkit to provide pre-service and beginning teachers with concrete research-based practices to help them transition into the profession and classroom. After completing the Golden Apple sabbatical, Sarah joined the MS Ed program to complete a master's degree in teacher leadership and now teaches middle grade social studies methods to pre-service teachers here in SESP. On behalf of the School of Education and Social Policy alumni, please join me in congratulating Sarah on these accomplishments.
I'd like to give a huge thank you to my 2 advisors, Emma Adam and Claudia Haas. Far beyond teaching and mentoring me about the science, they have been such great role models for how to lead teams with compassion and humor. And I'm just so thankful to have had 5 years so I can learn as much as I can from the both of them.
First, I would like to thank my husband for his support along the way. Second, I would like to congratulate all the MSLOC peers and SESP graduates on making it this year. Let's bring SESP love to all over the world. Congrats!
Hey everyone, congratulations. You're about to be hooded. This garment represents an amazing accomplishment for all of you. You've crossed this vast ocean with no sight of land anywhere to be seen, and you made it. You've endured feelings of isolation, self-doubt, and sure you had lots of help along the way, but this journey was your journey, and you've arrived. You are your doctors, and we are so proud of you. The hood also represents a charge. It's the solemn charge to pursue knowledge with honesty and rigor, to share what you've learned with other people, to mentor scholars, to mentor new scholars with patience and honesty and humility, and to do good work and to do good in the world. Again, we're so proud of you, and our heartfelt congratulations. And I really wish we could be there in person to hood you, but we're going to make do. Congratulations.
Hello, newly minted PhDs, newly minted doctors. We, your faculty, are so very proud of everything you've accomplished in your careers thus far. We're also proud in advance of everything you will accomplish in your future careers. Each of you has, in your dissertation, brought together knowledge from many different disciplines, and in doing so, has created new knowledge. And knowledge is powerful. Knowing all of you, we know you'll use that knowledge for good, to help individuals or institutions learn, grow, and thrive. From all of us, your faculty, your advisors, and your friends, congratulations.
Hi everyone, my name is David Rapp, Professor in Learning Sciences, and it is my pleasure to virtually hood Amalia Donovan, who is receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Learning Sciences. Her dissertation is entitled Online Search and Inaccurate Information Use, and portions of her dissertation have already been accepted for publication in the journal Memory and Cognition. While at Northwestern University, she has been an incredibly productive researcher, wonderful collaborator, and active member of the SESP community. She is now working at Everspring in Chicago as an instructional designer. On behalf of the Learning Sciences program, the School of Education and Social Policy, and the Reading Comprehension Laboratory, congratulations, Amalia, on your well-deserved success. And good luck, Dr. Donovan.
I'm Claudia Haas. Congratulations to Emily Hittner, who is receiving her PhD in Human Development and Social Policy from Northwestern University. Emily is a rockstar scientist and a role model and dedicated mentor to many others. She's an expert in emotion, relationships, stress, and health, who has really furthered our understanding of the role of emotional functioning in the embodiment of social adversity, which is the title of her dissertation, among other things. Emily's work has been published in the top journals in our field. Did I mention that she picked up a master's in statistics along the way and is now the director of research at Hinge? Emily at the Lifespan Development Lab misses you every day. I count myself so lucky to have been part of your PhD journey. And I can't wait to hood and hug you in person together with your other advisor, Dr. Emma Adams.
Hi, Emily and Emily's friends and family. Claudia has already summarized Emily's accomplishments beautifully. So there is only two things left to do. One is to thank Emily for all of her contributions to the Coast Lab over the years. We're going to miss her greatly. And the other thing left to do is to hood her. So Emily, you're going to have to use your imagination here. You're standing right here, just off screen, and this is the hood. You'll have a slightly different set of colors, but this is my hood. And you're going to need to duck because I'm short and you're taller than me. So are you ready for this? You're going to be a PhD. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Eric, congratulations. I'm really excited about your dissertation. I think it deals with such important topics, and I think it will be really useful to the people on the ground, which is so important. All right, congrats.
Hi, I'm John Gurian, and I want to build on what Simone said and congratulate Eric Brown, who will be receiving his PhD in Human Development and Social Policy. Congratulations, Eric. Very proud of you.
Hi, I'm Bruce Sharon, and it's my honor to be hooding Sarah White today. Sarah's dissertation has used some really innovative methods to look at how teachers search for materials online as they plan their lessons daily. Sarah, it's been a blast having you here. I truly appreciate the way you've always been willing to go wherever your interests take you. It's my honor to hood you.
Congratulations, Sarah. You wrote an excellent dissertation. It's original, it's ambitious. I knew from the beginning you would pull it off. It is fantastic, and you are going to do more great things, and it's been an honor getting to know you and work with you.
Hi, I'm John Gurian. I'm delighted to be hooding Mary Claire Turner. Mary Claire is receiving her PhD in Human Development and Social Policy. She wrote an excellent dissertation that measures the effects of peers on students' decision-making and other educational outcomes, especially during the transition from high school to college. Mary Claire got an excellent job at the Office of Evaluation Sciences, where she is continuing this and other exciting research. Congratulations, Mary Claire.
I am delighted to recognize Claudia Zapata-Guidel as she receives her doctorate in Human Development and Social Policy. I believe that Claudia may be the most intellectually voracious student I have ever worked with in the HUD-SEP program. Her dissertation on civic engagement and social activism among young adults is a model for how to bring social science theory to bear on important policy issues. Claudia is now a researcher, senior researcher at NORC at the University of Chicago. So congratulations, Claudia. And congratulations to Joe, your husband, too, and your two beautiful children, who both came along while you were a student here.
All of my fellow graduates today, it has been a true honor and privilege to know, love, and work with all of you the last 2 years. I know this isn't the end, but I'm so excited to see what everyone does in the years to come. Congrats!
One of the memories from the last 2 years that I carry with me came in a high school English methods class when Dagny brought in individual poems for each one of us and gave us some time to make them our own. And after we read them, I remember being moved and thinking not only that these are my people, but also that we're going to go out into the world and bring our love of literature to young people throughout our careers.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I wish we could all be together in person to celebrate today, but the beauty of learning is that nobody can take it away from us. So as we leave SESP and Northwestern, let us not forget why we came in the first place. We did it! Congratulations!
To the class of 2020s, I say congratulations on all that you have accomplished thus far, and a thank you for everything you will do in the days to come. Congratulations.
What does the Wildcat say?
Congratulations, graduates. I'm so happy for you. May you move with joy and purpose in all you do, and always be inspired by the many, many people who had to believe in you so fiercely for you to get to this moment. Cheers.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Remember, dream big, stay positive, be kind. That's the recipe for doing whatever you want in the world. I can't wait to see what you accomplish.
Hey Wildcats, Pat Fitzgerald here, your head football coach, and also a SESP grad, class of 1997. Congratulations on your graduation, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Go Cats!
SESP,
Congratulations, class of 2020. Can't believe it. I'm Neil, class of 2009, and I just got one thing to say. Remember where you came from when you all go on to do awesome and amazing things in your life, and we are here for you. Welcome to the alumni community.
Hi, my name is Faisal Mahyuddin, and I'm a 2003 graduate of the School of Education and Social Policy at Northwestern. I got my MS in education from there. I'm currently an English teacher at Highland Park High School in suburban Chicago, and also the author of the poetry collection, The Displaced Children of Displaced Children. And from that book, I wanted to read a poem and dedicate it to the class of 2020. I know it's a tough time to be graduating, and this poem is for you. What awaits is made more luminous by the blooming light of youth. Before the first silver thread of dawn appears, before your sleeping eyes horizon against the song-broken stillness of a new day, something beautiful and secret has begun to bloom within the spongy hollows of your bones. If you lie unmoving a minute, without breath, without hunger, you might feel the grinning intensity of an untomorrowed day, the whir of every unlived hour, sugared more by wonder and awe than worry, cocooning you head to toe in sweetness, in the tender, dangling curiosity of human existence. You must phoenix the shadows of yesterday's skin, stretch forth your emptiness. Believe even the mothering sun, forever an untouchable thing, is touchable now. That is, if you remember, eternity exists only in mirrors, that the delight of rapture originates in the liminal hum between stillness and the dizzying motion of growing up. It's the wild brilliance of youth that's so utterly blinding, that windows the soul, that becomes its own story life will write with a certainty your hands can't yet grasp. And one thing I love about this poem, which I originally wrote for my graduating seniors, is that it's an acrostic. Congratulations and good luck with everything that you have ahead in life.
Greetings, class of 2020. We're all geared up in our Northwestern merch, here to wish you congratulations. I'm Julie Romeo, and I attended Northwestern University in the 80s. My mother attended in the 50s, and
I'm Sophia Romeo, and I am a current first-year student at Northwestern.
So, we are actually 3 generations of Wildcats. One of the things I've repeated over and over throughout my career is that the intersection between education and social policy is one of the most exciting places of change in our culture. And this is where you all have been studying and working, and this is what's going to equip you as your future unfolds. So, wishing you all the best. Woo-hoo! Wildcats go!
You did it! Whether you started in SESP or found us along the way, you are now graduating from Northwestern's very best school. Congratulations. Go out, fall in love with yourselves, with the world, with others, and know that your hard work has all paid off. We're so excited to see the path that you carve. Congrats to the class of 2020. Woo!
Hey there, class of 2020. I'm Lynette Connell. I'm a proud alum from the class of 1989. I want to wish you happy graduation and a heartfelt congratulations on all the amazing accomplishments you've done over the last 4 years at Northwestern. I know they've come to an unexpected close, but please know you are living history and have paved the way for a bright, hope-filled, and successful future. Keep on doing what you're doing and making a positive impact on the world. I wish you well. Take care.
What's up, class of 2020? It's Sam, class of 2019, and proud SAO employee for 4 years. Congrats on doing the thing. Congrats on graduating. Wishing you all more beautiful days. Shout out to all of y'all, and special shout out to my good friends, Christopher and Rachel. Congratulations.
Congratulations, SESP class of 2020. My name's Zoe, and I am a 2013 social policy alumna and former Willie the Wildcat. And I am wishing you the absolute best on what is an odder, more interesting journey than you imagined. The day for celebration is definitely here. We will celebrate, we will party in person very soon, but in the meantime, know that the alumni community is so proud of you, the work that you've done so far, and we absolutely can't wait to welcome you into our global, gigantic, amazing 250,000 person strong alumni community. Let me know next time you are in Brooklyn, and we will stand 6 feet away from each other and yell on the sidewalk. But again, congratulations. So happy for you, and keep washing your hands.
Congratulations, SESP's class of 2020. I know this isn't the graduation you expected. It is the one that is required. In SESP, we're known for being world changers and for being leaders. I hope as you depart from SESP, albeit virtually, that you don't lose that same vigor that makes SESP SESP. I hope you continue to seek and find ways to change your own world and design the world that you believe we need. I look forward to the great work that you all accomplish.
Hey, good people. I just want to share a quote from someone that I get a lot of energies from as an ancestor who's moved on and who has contributed a lot to my journey, Maya Angelou. Love liberates. Remember to center love in everything that you do.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Go Cats!
When I think of my favorite SESP memories more than any PhD milestone or celebration, what has meant the most to me are all the totally ordinary moments, from sticky notes from Olivia to playing office pranks on Ryan, Emma popping in to see if we have some random condiments in her office, and recognizing Claudia's bike coming from down the hall. And it's all these friendly faces and random laughs that have made my time in SESP one of my most cherished experiences.
I want to give a big shout out to the faculty of Northwestern for getting us all through this, and especially to the denizens of the Emma Said house. You guys have had my back the whole time. And I really want to give a thank you to all of the wonderful people that I've met through this program. You are all going to be incredible teachers. Good luck, and have a great summer.
Hi friends and family, thank you for supporting me on my master's journey the past 3 years. Luke and Wynn, you're the best study buddies a mommy could ask for. And Andy, you are truly the best partner I could ever have in my corner. Thank you, I love you all.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.